What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Memphis Conservative Channel. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, hit that like button, and share with your comments below. Okay, today we're going to talk about this mass shooting that just happened in Texas around this morning about between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, in Austin, Texas, at this bar. So we're going to get into it. Um, and another thing, it's like the news is like kind of suppressing this story. Nobody's really talking about it. Some are, some not, but not as you think that it should be. Um, but I know everybody's talking about what happened in Iran, what Trump did to Iran when they hit them. Not saying that that's not important. It's important, but this story here is also important too. First, I want to say hearts and prayers goes out to these families, to the families of these victims. Um, so it's titled FBI investigating potential nexus to terrorism in mass shooting that killed three, injured 14. So I'm gonna read this article to you. I do have a video too, uh, two quick videos to show you about the situation too. Also, so it starts out: a gunman killed two people and wounded 14 others outside a packed Austin bar early Sunday before police shot him dead, bringing the total to three fatalities. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is now probing whether the rampage constituted an act of terrorism. Acting Special Agent in charge Alex Doran said his office found troubling evidence tied to the suspect and his vehicle. KVUE reported the Bureau deployed evidence response and digital forensics units to work the scene. Obviously, it's still way too early in the process to determine an exact motivation, Dorman said. But there were indicators that on the subject and in his vehicle that indicate potential nexus to terrorism. The attack started shortly before 2 a.m. in the morning at Buford Backyard Beer Garden and on West 6th Street. Also, Police Chief Lisa Davis said the suspect drove a large SUV around the block repeatedly, activated his flashers, and opened fire with a pistol toward bar patrons on the patio. That's why I don't never really too much care to sit outside on nobody's patio or no restaurant. I don't care how good it feel out there. I mean, but that's just me. According to KVUE, he then left the vehicle near Wood Street and continued firing the handgun at pedestrians before switching to a rifle as he moved along 6th Street. Officers stationed nearby confronted and killed him. Davis confirmed the attacker never set foot inside the bar, and police recovered only a pistol and rifle. Okay, it's the FBI guy right here is talking about it. Let you hear what he got to say. It's like a minute and 32 seconds.
Again, Alex Dorn, I'm the acting special agent in charge for the San Antonio field office of the FBI. We want to extend our deepest condolences as well to the victims and their families of this tragic incident. I also want to sincerely thank Austin Police Department and the officers for their extremely rapid response to the incident. There is no doubt that those officers saved countless lives with their quick reaction and quick training to respond to the shooter and address the threat. The FBI is working in lockstep with our partners, with Austin Police Department. We have members from our evidence response team, as well as our many other specialty teams, including our digital forensics folks that are on scene, helping to address the scene. and gather additional evidence. Obviously, it's still way too early in the process to determine an exact motivation, but there were indicators that on the subject and in his vehicle that indicate potential nexus to terrorism. Again, it's still too early to make a determination on that. That's why we are investigating it very closely with our partners with Austin Police Department. I just want to say, conclusion, we are committed to seeing this process through to the very end, and we will.
Okay, the gunman holds U.S. citizenship and is originally from Senegal with prior New York City residence between 2000 and 2008. Sources told the New York Post he also carried a record of Texas arrests. The gunman wore clothing bearing the phrase "property of Allah" and may have also been wearing an undershirt displaying an Iranian flag or Iranian imagery. Fox News Bill McLugan reported, citing multiple federal law enforcement sources. 4 individuals briefed on the investigation separately confirmed to ABC News that the attacker has held neutralized citizenship for 15 years. Those sources said investigators have not ruled out mental illness as a possible factor alongside terrorism. Paramedics stationed alongside Austin's police through a weekend safety program reached the wounded in under a minute. KVUE reported. Crews cleared all critical patients within 24 hours. There's no question in my mind that, there's no question in my mind that the quick response of the police officers and of our EMS personnel and those professionals made a difference and saved lives, Mayor Kirk Watson said, according to KVUE. A bomb disposal unit inspected the gunman's SUV after investigators flagged suspicious items inside, but found no explosives. So I thank God on that one. Fox 7 Austin reported, police have not publicly identified the suspect. Okay, so they might be a little slight behind. So we're going to go over here. So yeah, man, like I said, man, my heart and prayers goes out to the family victims of this. And it's ironically that this man got a shirt that said "Property of Allah." Given the fact that what just happened yesterday in Iran with that hit, I know they say he's been over here all these years from like 2008 to 2000 to 2008 and stuff like that. He was living in New York too. Also, he had a long list record in Texas. I wondered. Now I'm asking myself, was he one of those what they was calling people sleeper cell people? The one that been here a long time and was waiting to do something like this. How long is it? Has he been here that long? Those kind of people they'll go places and play what they call the long game. And during the Biden administration, those 4 years, there's no telling how many of them sleeper cell people in about, they came in that border and that border was wide open like that. So that's another thing too. But I know, everybody's talking about what just happened in Iran yesterday. Like I said, that's important too. But I think this right here is also important too, also. And nobody's really just talking about it like that. And, some people lost their lives. Look like, people just out having a good time eating and somebody just came by and just started spraying. Right now, they don't know why did he do it, tensions, but they did find Islamic Iran stuff in his vehicle and stuff like that. They haven't ruled out yet about what is a mental illness or is it most definitely a terrorism attack. They haven't ruled that out yet. Like I said, like for some sleeper cell people, I remember when they told about when they said that they had found quite a few of those sleeper cell people. It was like a couple of weeks or so before New Year's Eve, and with all kind of explosives and stuff, and they had evidence that they was gonna, kaboom some locations, like 5 or 6 different locations. I think it was out there, if I'm not mistaken, out there in LA. And so they ended up stopping that. I'm glad they did stop that. But it was like 5 different locations, but I didn't go back to go see did they ever say anything. I mean, did they ever say the locations? More than like with something like that, New Year's Eve, it was gonna be places that's packed full of people. Because when they do that kind of stuff, they gotta have a real huge crowd to do that. But yeah, prayers goes out to this family, the family members of these victims and stuff. And one, I mean, they did say that the police did um, acted immediately, so they did saved a lot of lives. Um, they did put them down, the ones that's injured. So I hope they, um, recover from their injuries, real soon. But yeah, that's what I want to show you guys. Yeah, and that happened like round 2 this morning. Like I said, nobody's really talking about it. So, but comment down below, tell me what y'all think of this story. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Most definitely hit that like button. All right, peace.